Hey YouTube, it's your girl Javina Love back with another video. Welcome back, welcome back. And I wanted to try out the Teddy palette from Hank and Henry. It has got some beautiful mattes and shimmers, and I have just been dying to do a look with this palette. So I figured, let's just do it. I did not do a swatch party, have I? No. So let's swatch this palette. So the first three shades is Barely There, Teddy, and Fuzzy. Look at that. Ooh. So pretty. What did I do? Grab me a baby wipe. How are my busy bees doing this evening? Wonderful, I hope. This is Corazon, Shiny, and Bare Necessities. I think I did do a swatch of this palette. I don't remember. But who doesn't love a swatching party? I love a good swatching party. This is Ribbon and Bows, Huggers, and But Her Scotch. Whoa, that's a serious charcoal right there. Okay. But I figured I'm gonna do something, I guess, a little Anastasia Beverly Hills style, and do a 2 eyeshadow combo look. So I'm just going to use my Color Stay or Color Matte foundation in light as a concealer on my eyes. And this is just a thick foundation. It feels just like MAC Paint Pot to me, and functions just the same too. So that is a plus. Plus it was at the Dollar Tree, so that's an even bigger plus. That way it's in all of our price ranges, you know. Put the McChicken down for 1 or 2, you know, servings, and get you some pretty good stuff from the Dollar Tree, because not all of it is bad. Honestly, I found some pretty good gems there. As far as their matte bronzers, they had an e.l.f. bronzer available there at my local Dollar Tree. That blew my mind because it was the perfect bronzer shade for me, and killer that they didn't bring it back. I would have loved for them to have brought it back to my local Dollar Tree, but they didn't. So I'm going to use a big fluffy Ferro brush, and I'm going to go into that middle, no, I'm going to go into Corazon and put that in my crease and up my eye. And just, I didn't set my powder, so it may look a little patchy for a minute, so you just want to build up your color when you don't set your powders. That way it can, you know, come true to color. And I use a light primer on camera so that you guys can see true to color, and as best as I can with my lighting. This is a really pretty fuchsia purple color. And if you ever have any of those, you know, little lines from your eyes, just go back and forth. Sometimes you have to just go one direction to blend it out, to make it less like bunchy right there. You just go one direction and it shall blend away. His, I must say, Hank and Henry's, like right there. You see that skip line? That is a common thing to happen with an aging eye. So all you do is just put your little color there and go one direction and blend, blend, blend. I always sing a little song. I always, when I'm watching my premieres of some of my favorite YouTubers, I will always sing the blending song. Just keep blending, blending away. So it just reminds me, just keep blending. That way, the color is there. That's just my little thing. And I'm literally just using the same color, building up the color, blending it out, making it nice and soft, but also making it very bold at the same time. Now this is my own personal thing that I like to do, is pulling my color into the center, all the way from one end to the other, like a rainbow. And that's just the way I like to do it, but you do what makes you feel comfortable when it comes to your holding your brush, what kind of brush, and blending style. Now there are like so many different blending styles. There's the windshield, there's the swirls, there's the tap and drag. There's all different types of styles that we are accustomed to that feel good for us. Now, that is just the one color, and we can stop there if we want to. But a majority of us do not. And I did say I wanted to do it as a 2-color combo, but because of my skin tone, I need to darken it up just a little bit. I like to darken up my outer V just a little bit. And this palette does that for you by giving you, a lot of mattes, plenty of mattes, a couple of satins, including your shimmers. So that's one reason why I really, really was excited. So I'm taking that black that came with it, called Huggers, and I'm just going to smoke out that bottom. That way, and put it in my crease. Stretch it. That way, when I put the shimmer on, it'll look like a cute cut crease, when in fact it's not. It's just going to be shimmers wet with honestly, I'm just going to wet it with my setting spray. But that shimmer went on really, really nice and blended out really, really nice. Made a nice sharp like edge if I didn't want to wear liner on the top. This is a perfect, sorry, I thought the camera was on this side. It's on this side. But yeah, I like to pull it out just a little. And I'm not scared to make a mess. Don't be scared. It is only makeup. And if you make a mess, the best way, I figure, when working with any palette that I've never worked with before, is don't do your foundation first. After you've worked with the palette for a while, you can do your foundation first, and no problem, get that done. But when you are working with something that you've never worked with before, my suggestion is at least leave, this bottom part of your eye clear. You can always do your foundation and bronzing and everything, your brows, but I would leave this out so that you can wipe it clean with a face wipe or a baby wipe and not feel any guilt or from makeup wasting. Because a lot of people don't like, the kick up in the pan and they blow it away and they're like, that could have been a whole, one eye, which it could have, but you don't want to dwell on the little things because, we're not necessarily guaranteed tomorrow. So I figure wear your makeup today and every day, regardless of how I feel. I'm going to get up and wear my makeup. So I'm picking into Fuzzies, which is the really pretty shimmer shade and put that right underneath that line. So I have a little bit in my crease of the black. And it's a shimmer black, so this should blend right away into it. And she is wet with the little ochre setting spray to give it that vibrant, much needed vibrant look. And I'm only dabbing back and forth and wiggling like this to make sure it gets into all my little eye creases. There we go. And I'm using the same brush. This is a Bretman Rock Wet n Wild brush. It's a flat shader brush. So I like using the same brush because not everybody can have 101 brushes. And I definitely don't have 101 brushes that I can say that I really, really love. I've got a good handful of them that I use constantly. And I seen that Morphe was having a big sale. And I don't know if you guys saw that. They were having about a 60 to 75% off sale over the weekend, or over the week. And they had their brush dryer slash remolding stand. The one that's like $85 for $15. I was floored. I was like, no way. I mean, it's not the newest one that they came out with. Their newest one is a brush cleaner and stand. And it's only meant for your face brushes. This one is meant only for your eyeshadow brushes to remold them back with these little elastic bands on them, which is really freaking cool for them to have thought of that. I was like, wow, that's wicked cool. Okay, so we've got our two colors that I said I wanted to smoke it out with this Corazon. We got a little of Huggers in the crease, and we've got Fuzzies on the lid. Now that is more than enough. Now we bust out with our wipe and give ourselves some shape and dimension and clean up. And that includes up here, because, you know, we go a little over sometimes, and we don't need all of this at all. Not everybody has to go up to their brow to create a look. You know, you don't have to. Not everybody does. I remember back in the day when that would be a big deal, that you shouldn't go to your brow. People would make fun of you for highlighting your brow, and they're like, ooh, what's wrong with you, blah, blah, blah. When I was in high school, and most of you guys were in high school or middle school, and we wore our makeup the way we felt we looked good. And ain't nobody gonna tell me I didn't look good back then. Even though the only person that actually could tell me was my grandmother. She would tell me, you know, baby, that's a look. And that would be it. And she knew that I was gonna rock it regardless, because I put that on. That's makeup. That's some makeup wasting right there, where you would just be stopping and wiping it all off because somebody didn't like it. And she's like, no, 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 it's not that I don't like it. It's just that's a look. So I wanted to keep that very... And that's the cool thing about this. Yes, you can wipe away as much as you want, but if you're not watching, you're not going to get the shape that you want. And I want it to be kind of reshaping my eyes so that you can get that serious cat eye feel. Excuse me. They're popping crazy fireworks out here. So here we go. Isn't that nice? And I just go over it a few more times because I just feel that way about it. That's my own little thing. So to fix any leftover or fearsomeness of it, I'm just going to take some loose setting powder and go over the top here to mattify it. Now that's one thing with us wearing masks nowadays, not everybody wants to do a lot of foundation, and that is so understandable because you do not want to get a mask that's not washable and you got all that foundation on it. My girl at my local Walgreens, my pharmacist, I love her so much. I mean, I really do adore her. We've been together now almost 7 years. She's known me and my kids. Went through my pregnancy together, and her mask was causing her so much acne. And I showed you guys those little patches from the Dollar Tree. They're like acne patches. And I brought her a set of those patches, and literally in one sitting, cleared up that woman's acne just from her mask. So I'm just putting setting powder under and over just to mattify, not really covering foundation wise, but just to mattify. You know, my skin is quite moisturized and it gets a little greasy, you know. Your girl can get a little greasy. I have combination skin and I get greasy, not in my T-zone like everybody else. I get greasy just like right on the forehead and around this area of my chin and around my mouth. It's just nature, human nature, crazy like that. And to warm up the skin, we always want to do that with a little bit of a darker shade. And I really, 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 really love my Love Crap Beauty contour for this, because I can go into multiple shades and not affect my look. And I'm just going to put it on the edge of my nose here, on my nostrils, I guess you'd call it. And when in doubt, and you want to brighten up that under eye, and I mean anybody who feels uncomfortable with the banana powder, don't. Where did she go? Feel comfortable with your banana powders. You just need to use them a little bit lighter sometimes, or maybe you need a little, you know, pink. You may not necessarily need a bright yellow, you know, but the okra banana powders in that small little compartment, they work out pretty good, and they don't over make you look ashy and mattifying. Maybe I should have did the one dip challenge, because it looks like I can do it on, at least on my powder, on the banana powder. And I did on my foundation earlier. I was able to do a one dip. I'm watching all my YouTube ladies that I love so much do their one dip, and I was kind of jealous. I was like, no. Then I got all, no, you know, the hyperness of it. Like, is she really gonna be able to do it? One dip of blush and one dip of highlight, one dip of everything. Like, are you really, really able to do that? Because I'm not gonna lie. I went into this eyeshadow to use as blush, and I'm also gonna use this crimson orange color called Bows and Ribbons. It is a really pretty eyeshadow color, but as you've seen, it's more of an orangey red, so I figured it would make a really pretty blush. Right? And I'll look one across the nose. That is the new Cute, I guess you would call it. I don't really know what they call it, but I call it the new Cute. And then this, you can practically use this whole palette. I should have just used it to contour too with this brown. But in fact, I'm going to take that brown on a stiff dome brush. It has got some kick up. And I'm going to go under the brow here and richen that up. That way it's seamless. You ever worry about having to carry and pack a bunch of products? Honestly, you just can pack one palette and do a whole face with it if you really try. And I bet you can, honestly, because I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to use this as my brow highlight. This Bare one. Brow highlight, nose highlight, and Cupid bow. And then I'm going to take the gold one in the middle and use that as my highlighter. Come on, brush. You know you want some of this. It wasn't wanting to stick on my brush. Maybe I should use the same color as the highlight because it's kind of a chunky glitter. No, there it goes. You can see it. Put some on the chin, whatever's left over across the forehead. That way I'm shining like the yellow and the something in the sea. Look at me. I don't know all the words to that song. So we use practically the whole palette. We just didn't do this one shade and this one shade. And why not? I'm just going to take a basic lip gloss. This is another Dollar Tree find. Come on, I don't want it to all pour out because it's a colored lip gloss. You don't need very much of this at all, as you see. It's like a lip gloss lip stain. And then I'm going to take a lip brush. Yes, I am. And I'm going to that teddy color. Now, when I used to do makeup for high school students, for proms and things like that, they would gaga over the fact that they didn't know they could use their eyeshadows as lip, eyes, cheek, all over. But that's what I do. I like that gold in the middle. I've done it the last couple of looks so far with different gold. The Kat Von D gold. If you feel it's getting too dry, my suggestion is to use a Vaseline or a clear lip gloss, or you can top it with the shiny gloss. I'm just dabbing that on, just putting it on there, and I'm going to go back with my brush and blend that in. That way it's not so dry. There we go. Wipe that off really good. And just because we can, I'm going to use this palette for everything. I'm going to use it for everything. The last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mix that brown with a little of that black, and I'm going to put that on my brows. So this is optional for anybody, but if you were thinking about a challenge or something, this is something I like to challenge myself with every time I pack a makeup bag. That way I can start hitting pan is using one palette as my total eye space and cheek palette. So what do you guys think? Do you like this look? Would you recreate it? I know I haven't put any liner or mascara on. You're like, girl, you got brows on, but you're not complete. True that. So I'm gonna just put this kohl liner in my waterline and tight line. I really like the vibrancy on my lid, so I don't want to take away from that and put a liner on top. But I will put a little bit of mascara to comb my lashes out really nice and make them look good. There we go. Come in a little closer. What do you think? You like it? You want to create it? You want to try it? I would love to see your looks. And that is the entire Teddy palette on my face, y'all. So, first impression, really nice. I enjoy the glitter, pressed glitter as a highlight. I do declare that is beaming to the gods. I do love the way that the eyeshadow is very smoky, very sensual, but very still daytime, and my eyes are not like closed off, but I didn't smoke out the bottom for that reason, because that can close my eye off, because they're not as wide almond as they look on camera. They're quite like this normally, but I wanted to make them look bigger, so I figured I would only put a little bit of liner on the bottom and tight line it. But thank you so much, my busy bees, for being so wonderful, playing so nice in the hive, and joining the family. Those who have joined and those who are coming in, welcome to the hive. We have fun here. Sometimes I joke around and can tell a funny joke, and sometimes I can't. Sometimes I do a little bit of unboxing, and sometimes I don't. My favorite thing to do is show you eyeshadow tutorials and recreate other people's makeup tutorials and go from there. Other than that, my air conditioner is clicking back on, and I want you guys all to have a wonderful, blessed, fantastic day. If you notice, I painted my nails, and thank you. I got this nail polish from it's Amanda, and the giveaway that I won from her in December. I should have brought the bottle over here, but it's like a iridescent gray with a greenish yellow undertone. It's very gothic to me, but shiny at the same time, so I'm like loving it. And yeah, I want you all to have a wonderful, blessed, fantastic day. Be good to each other, and know that I love you and I appreciate you. And stay safe, stay mask ready, and always, you know, prepare for the unexpected. Just bring an extra bottle of water with you every once in a while, you know, something. Just be prepared for the unexpected. You never know who may have a headache. You may want an aspirin. Get the ones that are in the pre-closed package, and that way you can sanitizerly issue them out. And I know they would appreciate it. So, that's it. We used some of the... He's not going to believe this. He'd have to see it. But yes, Mr. Hank, I used your whole palette other than to contour. I should have eyeshadow for lipstick and eyeshadows for my eyes and blush and highlight. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.